Hi, my very active friends. It's Wednesday and it's Angie, and I'm coming to you live from my backyard. It is glorious here in Chicago. The weather is fabulous, and I have already been out and ran today, so I'm excited about that. Put my kids on a plane last night. They went to see their grandparents for 2 weeks, so I'm feeling a little lost. And my morning routine is off a bit, but that's okay. Got out there and ran. And so I wanted to check in with you and find out, what are you doing to be active? Okay, and I also had this really cool revelation while I was running today. So I run close to my house, not super close, but close. And I have been running prior to today about 3.5 miles. The last 2 runs I've hit about 3.5 miles, walking about 0.30 of that just to kind of warm up. And so today was a shorter run day for me. I did like 2.27 miles according to my app. Anyway, yeah, it was perfect. I slept for 8 hours last night. And I'll talk about that in a second. But I was out running about 6 this morning. Sun's up. It's just slightly cool. It was just perfect. It was a little windy because we live in Chicago, and that's just what it is here. And I was running, and I'm like kind of in a zone, and I'm talking to God, and I'm listening to worship music. And then I come around the corner, and there's this girl, and she's not really in runner's garb, but she's running, whatever. And I end up going ahead of her, and I wasn't paying honestly any attention to her. I was just doing my own thing. And I run pretty slow, I think, but it works for me. It keeps my IT band from seizing up and whatever. And so when I got back to where I cross over to get en route back home, she was right behind me, and so I turn and she went straight, and the thought struck me a couple of things. The old Angie prior to, I don't even know, the old Angie, the 18, 19-year-old version of myself when I was working out at the gym, and even honestly 18, 19, and then again in 2014, when my mentality was this super, you gotta be beating everybody, everybody's your competition. That version of myself, God's really been working on me in relation to that. Before, I don't think I was ever really successful as a runner because I was always thinking, well, if I'm not running a 9-minute mile, then what's the point? Why get out there? And and I don't know, this sounds probably really stupid, but I saw this shirt. It said something like, I run slower than a herd of turtles walking through peanut butter, but I run. And the thought struck me, I could run slow. Why couldn't I run slow? So I run slow. My app today said I hit 2 miles at about 25 minutes, so whatever that works out to be, it works for me. Anyway, so this girl zips by me, and the old Angie would have been like, oh, I gotta beat her, I gotta run faster, run better, whatever. And it struck me today, she's not my competition. My competition is right here, in my brain and in my heart. And I am my only competition. And so if a year ago I was terrified to run outside, I just felt like it would be harder than the treadmill, and it is, but it's so much better. I am my own competition. And so today's motivation for you is get active. And if a week ago your activity level was you were winded walking around the block, do it again. That's your competition. Your competition is whatever you could do. Do it again and again and again until it's a little bit easier and a little bit easier and a little bit easier, until suddenly it's so easy that you can add a new goal. And so I just want to encourage you to get out there and be active and do it for you. Do it for you and figure out, what am I scared of? What am I willing to push up against, push through that fear and climb out the other side? Because on the other side, it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you run or how fast or how slow you walk. It just matters that you've gotten out there and that you're active, that you're keeping your heart healthy, that you're working your tool, and that you are becoming the best version of you possible. So that is my Wednesday thought for you today. So I hope and pray that wherever you are, that you are not looking at my crazy windy hair, but that you are going to be active, that you are going to be encouraged, and that you are going to be your own competition. So go get active, friends. Bye.